of the opening ceremonies at the Olympics are apologizing for this controversial scene depicting the Last Supper.
It was a mockery of the Last Supper. That was the point. That was the offense to Christians. Wow. I mean, this is what... Whatever the intention, highly offensive to Christians all over the world. This morning, one of the drag queens from that controversial Last Supper parody.
I mean, to be mocking the Last Supper, something so sacred to so many Christians around the world.
Outrage continues over the controversial Last Supper scene during the Olympics opening ceremonies on Friday.
It was wildly insulting to Christians all over the world.
Big ceremony taking home the gold medal for being woke. The spectacle meant to showcase the greatest athletes in the world, according to reports. Instead, featured drag queens appearing to act out scenes from the Last Supper.
They insulted 2 billion Christians, okay?
Have you watched any of the Olympics?
I thought that the opening ceremony was a disgrace.
You know, it just might be me, but I haven't been able to watch it. Ever since I saw the performance of the opening ceremonies in the Last Supper.
Paris got off to a rocky start. Pretty disgusting display, mocking Christianity and Christians making fun of the Last Supper painting.
And the Nikki doll, which was one of the drag queens in the display, defending the event, claiming they were depicting the Feast of Dionysus, not the Last Supper, at the Olympics opening ceremony, doubling down as backlash grows. The performer insisting this was not the Last Supper, but rather the Feast of Dionysus.
This wasn't the Last Supper. I believe they said it was Greek goddess of Dionysus or something like that, and I'm going to take them at their word.
So obviously, since they mentioned it 3 times, the folks at Fox knew, because several articles were published before this aired, that this was not the Last Supper, it was the Feast of Dionysus or the Feast of the Gods. There's several paintings of this. Number 1, there's not 13 people behind this table. There's more than that. Number 2, who's that guy? He's not in the Bible. He's not in the Last Supper. That's Dionysus. He's got a wreath on his head. He's got a vine attached to his body, and he's surrounded by food and flowers because he's the god of wine and revelry. This is not the Last Supper, and they knew it. They just wanted to get people outraged.